Hello everyone, this is cryptoacademy.ae. In today's video we are going to talk about Bitcoin and some other altcoins like LayerZero and Aptos, and at the end of the video I will talk about silver, since I got so many questions about silver. Is it the right time to buy silver or not? We are going to talk briefly about it. So anyway, this is the Bitcoin on the daily time frame. As we can see, we got back here at this level, which is the support of this trend line, which is I talked about actually in the last two videos or three videos. I have been telling you that this is the most common support zone that we can hold on, but as I can see, if we can go to the 4 hours time frame, this is actually not really positive. As we see, we are trying to make like something that we call a symmetrical triangle, and for some people who don't know about this, a symmetrical triangle, for example, if we're going down to this way and we start forming a symmetrical triangle like this, as we are seeing here, probably or most likely we are going to continue down unless we break out from this symmetrical triangle to the upside. Then we retest this area, then we continue up. But for now, as I can see, it's actually looking bearish, and the same thing you can apply. Same thing if we are going up and we make some type of symmetrical triangle this way, most probably is we are going to continue up. So it's called a pattern of continuation. So as I told you, on the 4 hours time frame, this is not really promising. So for people who are actually skeptical or confused, indecisive whether they take a trade or they enter the market, the best thing I would say is to buy with DCA with stop loss. For example, I believe that we are going to hit at least these lows. We are going to take these lows, which is around these levels at 86 or 85k, probably today or tomorrow. Of course, we all want to go up, but this is what I see for now. At least we are going to take these liquidity sitting down here. Then we are going to, if this doesn't hold, usually after we take liquidity we see some type of reaction from here. Probably we are going to test this trend line as well as resistance. If it rejects, of course, we are going to visit these lows first, 84k, then these low at 80k probably, or 81k. As I said in the last video, the best thing is not to lose 74k, since it's the origin of this whole move. And now we are just forming what we call bearish flag. I talked about this in the last video. Even if we go higher than this, we have actually to break from this, let's say wedge, this rising wedge, as we can see, or this bearish flag, so we don't go any lower than this. Usually in times like this, when you take so much time, let's say for example we have been here since November of last year and we are now almost 3 months in, when we see a long period of time happening and the market is going just sideways, usually it's a continuation pattern. It's not really like 100% sure, but this is what usually happens. So without further ado, let's just jump to LayerZero now. So for LayerZero, I see that now, as we can see, all like this is the biggest resistance that we are facing, or we can say the supply zone, because this zone was the responsible of this big move down, and we hold these levels after a double bottom. Then we are now trying to break out. So I think this is the first resistance. If we break from here, we are going to face another resistance, which is at these levels, 335, these all levels. Then as we go higher, we will find more resistance. But for now, I think LayerZero is being positive. Hopefully we get a breakout from here, some type of consolidation, and we continue up. So as I said, for Bitcoin as well, you can apply on these altcoins. You can just enter, for example, if we are looking for some type of retracements to this level, we can enter here at this level with stop loss and DCA, of course, because to be honest, I'm not trusting this too much. So let's jump to Aptos now. So Aptos on the daily, actually it's not looking good, and I don't know, maybe I think Aptos eventually will visit these lows again at $0.75. So I think like if we see some type of dump in Bitcoin and the whole market, of course, Aptos will lose at least more than 50 to 60% from these levels, which is around here. So if we measure, we find around 50%, and I think we can even go lower. So I don't know what's happening in the project of Aptos, but it's not looking good. If you remember, like the 2 years ago, it has reached like its peak. It was almost at $20. Actually, this is now 3 years ago, not only 2 years. And from there it's just a cascade. I don't think that sometime we are going to make it up here again. I don't see this happening, to be honest. Probably we are going to test these levels again. At these, for example, $4, or even we get higher as $5 or $6. From there we have to assess the situation again. So about silver, I'm not going to go through the chart of silver, because there's something actually if you want to follow, and people are asking if it's good to buy silver now. The thing is that we have something that we call GSR, which is G for gold, okay, S for silver, and R for ratio. So basically is you take the price of gold for now. What you do is gold price, you do it over the silver price, okay, and you find the ratio. So if you are able to buy more than 100 ounce of silver with just 1 ounce of gold, then it's a good opportunity to buy or invest in silver. And also if this ratio is between 60 to 80, it's also good, but with some type of caution. So you have to be cautious and also put stop loss or whatever. And this, the last one, is if it's lower than 50 ounce of silver, it's not good to buy silver. The price of silver is really high compared or relatively to the price of gold. So this is just a quick ratio you can work with. Of course, it's not like exact science or something like that, but this ratio helps you. It has been working since, like, I think more than 100 years they use this formula of the ratio. It can help you. So for me, I don't actually try to go through the chart of silver. I go through the chart of gold, and gold is still bullish, is so bullish. So this is the ratio you can use in order for you to, whether you decide to buy silver or not, if you think silver is cheap relatively or compared to gold. So I don't want to make this video any longer. Please share this video with your friends, like the video, and also subscribe and join our community, Telegram and Discord. All the links you will find in the description. Have a good one.